Right, I've had the council come back today to do the smoke alarm and the extractor fan. Now then, you've all seen the dates on there. Okay, so we're now into the 12th month. We'll call it 11th month. So anyway, because we're only just into this month, aren't we? So basically what happened was, around that times when they did all this, and they didn't do the smoke alarm, and they mentioned the smoke alarm, you'll go back to the previous video, you'll see what I mean about that. Sorry for waffling, I'm very stressed out. Very, very stressed out, as you're going to work out in a minute. So I phoned up and asked them what was happening about the work. Nothing. They did nothing. The council did nothing. I then had two members from the mental health team come from the council. I explained to them what was going off. We'll email them, we'll sort it out. They emailed them, didn't get sorted out. Rang again, didn't get sorted out. So last month I put in a formal complaint about the work, and in the 10 days, Head of Electrics got in touch with me. We will come out and sort it all out. He came out with another guy called Rob. Like, he's the one who, I don't know what you call him. He's just like, goes between them, if you will. Yep, we'll have the work done. So today, Thursday, they arranged to come out at 1:30 to fix the smoke alarm and the extractor fan. Okay, right, before we go on to that, let's go on to this. When they came out, I did a test, right? At these toolboxes, that one there and that one there, that one goes up against this toolbox, and that one squeezes in the side of it. So basically, if I stand back, you walk in here, toolbox there, toolbox there. So when they started to want to come out and do the electrics, I moved all my stuff that's in this side of the garage up to this freezer. And I moved that toolbox, which was the first one. You have to take that one out first. So that one came up right, tucked in here, and then that one shoved up there. So they had plenty of room to get in to do the work, right? No, try not to waffle. The guy came, he fitted that. Well, he didn't actually, he fitted the one before that. And then they came out and fitted that. The toolboxes and everything was still here, right? So then he said, the only thing you need to do now is other bits, but you can put your toolboxes back. That's what he told me. So I put the toolboxes back, right? They then said we need to come and do a smoke alarm. Right, I can't go into too much about this for legal reasons, but I moved. If you didn't see that board in there, this is a garage upstairs. I've had to board that, although there's a room upstairs, sorry, above the garage. That should be double skinned or fireboard, and it's not. I've done that. So I removed this piece of plasterboard here. Now that cable there goes through into the porch for the smoke alarm. So I removed that, right? So he could access that. Go on to the previous video. So all he had to do was feed his cable through there, drill a hole. Don't even talk to me about it, they put it in the wrong place, but we'll go about that in another video. So, and then connect it to there. Then he was supposed to do the extractor fan, but he didn't do the extractor fan. He never come, he got in a van and went. Then when the same lad was supposed to come back, he didn't. And then when he was supposed to come back again, he didn't. And the reason he didn't is because one of my tools went missing from my drawer, because these two toolboxes were there. His tools were there, and he thought he could help himself to an air nibbler, and there's the fucking bits what go on the air nibbler, but no air nibbler. So the council got told about that, right? We'll sort it out, blah, blah, blah. So they've come today, and the toolboxes was here. Now bear in mind, the Octopus Energy have already been in and changed that, and they'd fitted the wrong one. So they've had to change that again, right? Now then, they've come today, and these two boxes was in front, thinking that all they've got to do is undo this and turn off the upstairs smoke alarm and the extractor fan, fit the fans, and do the work, and jobs are good. But they said to me, and the photo, one of the photos will be, pardon me, on my pin post. So they said to me, can you move your toolboxes? They need to get access to that. Right? Why? I thought, why did... And I'm starting to move the box, and I said, I actually said, I'm not even going to go there today. Because I was going to say, well, why, and all the rest of it. Why do they need to get to that when all they have to do is shut the fucking electric off? So then they said, we need to check everything. They want to check everything, okay? So after they'd done, before they went, I says, did you find any problems? And that was in front of 2 electricians and the head of the housing, and they said no, right? So in why did they use a fucking hammer drill inside my garage when they were fitting a smoke alarm and an extractor fan? Why did they find it necessary to use a hammer drill? And there's all the dust everywhere where they've been drilling. Now then, look here, people. Don't forget they've said there was no problems. Go back to the other picture. On the other picture, the wires went straight through that little hole there. Went straight through there. See it? You see here, underneath, they knocked those out and they put the cables through there. Now, I don't know whether there was a rubber grommet round there. I cannot be sure. I didn't check. But on the photo, these 2 cables went straight through that location. See where my finger is? Go on to the picture that's on the pin post. So today, they fitted this. But they said they had no problems. So why has that been fitted? Why didn't they turn around to me and say, we've had no problems, but we put you a new sleeve on here because it wasn't very, that was not what it meet, that we wanted it better. Nothing. They've totally said there was no problems. Why? So then I said, is there a problem with this? He went, no, that's perfect. I said, well, the one that wasn't, that they fitted was wrong, right? Why are they lying to me? Why are they turning around and saying there was no problems when obviously there was a problem because they put a new sleeve in round that wiring? Okay. Pardon me. New smoke alarm with a built-in carbon monoxide alarm in it and everything. They've moved it from here to there. Okay, let's go back. Ceiling, plasterboard, punch a hole, drill it in. No need for a hammer drill. No extractor fan fitted to the ceiling. No need for a hammer drill. Now I can finish with tiling. No need for a hammer drill. Besides that, sort you out of the bath. So why have they been today, said there was no problems when there was, used a hammer drill when all they was coming to do was fit that into plasterboard onto wooden beams and fit that and test electric? Where was the need for a hammer drill? Okay, now my theory is, this is only my, shit, I broke the cable. This is only my theory, but my theory is that when they went into the garage and opened that consumer unit, it didn't have enough screws holding it into the wall. So they've drilled some more holes in it to secure it, and then they've replaced that cowling. Why did they not tell me that? What we're thinking, people.